What's up, Champions fam? It's the bad guy, a WWE Champion, Zeke 4-0, back with a brand new video. And we are here today to do our due diligence to knock out some boss battle content. When it pertains to boss battle, let alone feud, showdown, actually, real talk, I'm not even going to lie to you. All the content within WWE Champions, I believe if I did have a Twitch channel, right? All of the content in WWE Champions is streamable when you really look at it. It's just the ebb and flow of the time of when you get in to take care of certain things. So it's literally a situation where depending on when you're going live, whether on YouTube or Twitch or other revenues of doing stream content, it's literally a thing like you can stream clearing tours. You can stream doing blitzes. You can stream doing showdown. You could have streamed doing invasion. You could have streamed doing boss battles and so on and so forth. That's one of the great things I do have to give WWE Champions. You can literally make content over anything and everything in this game. So I did say I'm not promising, but we will try because again, I could want to do a video on this all day, but if everyone else is taking care of business the way that they do and I miss out on that, there's only so much I can do, right? Now, what I'm doing right now is I'm helping out my broskies. Shout out to the broskies from NWO, Broken Skulls, Thomas, 96, and Mudflap. You know what I mean? One of the our brave and groovy Uzi Machismo leader of our faction. Shout out to Lloyd Girl as well as Jerry Lee. Basically, we're running them, helping them out. Thomas and Mudflap have striker Drew McIntyre. So I'm like, look, we're taking care of business. We're knocking things out. Why not, whenever you get on, let me know, and I will do my due diligence to carry as much as I can. I mean, obviously, they got Striker Drew, who is pretty fun and nasty, especially even without the bells and whistles. He's a really good guy. So, obviously, I'm going to do my due diligence to help these guys out because helping them out helps out the faction fam. And that's something like I said in a previous video, and I have to reinforce it. Make sure just like with feuds, have a running buddy, have people that are in your time zone that you're going to be able to team up with, and you're going to be able to knock out the content and get it out as fast and quick as possible. Communication is key. Definitely having Discord helps out a lot. Also utilizing the chat here. I believe the chat here for a boss battle is a lot easier for you to use compared to the chat when it comes to feud. It's a very hit and a miss situation when it comes to feud chats, right? But boss battle, it literally pops up. You can just tap in real quick. People are waiting anyway. Get boss breaker abilities sorted out and everything. But initially, aside from communication, working with people that are in the same time zone as you, having boss breakers equipped, make sure your boss breaker ability is equipped before the boss battle because that's going to save you time. I've literally had people mad at me because I kicked them out because they were literally sitting there, and instead of them just communicating and say, hey man, I got to get people switched out or everything, I got you covered. Instead of them telling me that, I'm sitting there not knowing. So I'm kicking them out thinking okay, you're holding up the boss battle when all it really could have been is a tag on Discord or a shot in the boss battle chat to say, hey, Zeke 4-0, sorry for the wait, I got to switch things around. The blog goes live before boss battle goes live. Similar to any content within WWE Champions, the blog goes live before the content goes live. So that's their blogs, and you have broskies and siskies who have access to the WWE Champion streams. So they just get the blogs early and they review things, right? You know what you're getting and what you need to use before the boss battle. Don't be the person that's late to the dance. Please, it doesn't play out well for everybody. Just because Cinderella got her situation doesn't mean it's going to work out for you, boo-boo honey child. So another thing, aside from working with people that are in the same time zone as you and communicating with people and having your boss breaker abilities equipped, have them equipped before you hop into a queue because you don't want to hold people up. Boss battles are one of the few things where I'm grateful to know that They fly by very quick. They fly by very easy, so you can get in and out. Compared to if you were doing a situation with another type of gameplay, you can literally hop in and out, in and out. You can literally get all the requirements and stuff done in the first day, the first night of content, and that's something that you also want to look at. You also want to use characters just like Fuse. Be on the lookout for characters that have quick animations, people that aren't going to take too long. You can literally, like, if we're looking at Fuse, right, you're supposed to get in and out of a feud between like what, maybe like 45 seconds, 30 seconds, right? You want people that are not going to have long animations, or it's going to be a few clicks. Few clicks minimum. Lee from Champions Chat always speaks about Powerhouse Attitude Era Austin because he's a 2-click guy. And then you got people speaking on Cody Rhodes, the story continues, because he's a few clicks as well. That's valuable time. That is time that's going to benefit you and allow you to get out, get more points, get more scores that go towards not only your individual contest, depending on the content, or most importantly, faction contests, and getting you through the content, because everyone wins when it's all said and done. So Boss Battle is definitely fun. It definitely is fun. It can be tedious, like any format of gameplay. It can be repetitive, but it also really relies on who's available and who isn't. There are plenty of factions out there where it's worldwide, prestige worldwide. You got people from all different time zones, all different continents and countries in the world. So that's something that you really have to be considerate of as well. Just because you're on doesn't mean someone else is on. And it's a thing of, you always want to put your best foot forward. Like, again, if there's like, I understand if you have to clear out, like, for real, don't waste your time with low level boss battles unless it's a requirement. If it's saying clear out level 6s with strikers, if it's saying clear out level 6s with a particular character and you have them, then do them. There should be no time at all. I repeat, no time at all for you to be doing level 1s, 2, 3, 4s, or 5s if it does not benefit the faction. It doesn't. Now, I understand if you just started playing, you just getting through, and you're trying to work your way up the levels, that is one thing. But there's no point at any given time, even if you have a weak roster, you got people that can carry you. Like, literally, for instance, like with this situation, right? If one of these guys, if Thomas or my broski Mudflap or my broski Thomas, if they had characters on there, their Drews were unleveled, right? As long as Drew is still in the squad, as long as he's still a part of the family and a part of the crew, right? And he's in the lineup, we don't have no disconnection issues or anything. Those bonus points count. So why waste your time doing levels that aren't required, that aren't going to help out the faction? Now, I get it. Some people might be scared of it or going up against the opposition. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. You have a faction to lean on. You have people that are willing to help you out, willing to put forth the effort to help everyone get ahead. Don't be afraid to throw your hat in the battle. And again, if you're not going to be a heavy hitter, play support to a T. If you don't bring someone to the table that's going to help in one way, make sure that you bring someone that's going to benefit in another way. Okay, I don't have a heavy hitter, but I got someone with a real high level boss breaker ability that is going to be needed for this boss battle. You look at that. Just like with the lineup we just saw for the 16, right? There was at least one technician there. In my opinion, as much as I love my fam, it would make more sense logically to have a full line of 4 technicians so we can clear out the level 16s. But if they don't have a strong technician, it does not hurt for them to use someone else that's going to be putting up big damage or has a great boss breaker ability that will help everybody. Because I'm even looking at a guy just like I'm looking at a character like Grayson Waller right now. Grayson Waller is immaculate for this boss battle. He can either make blue gems for you, and he's going to deal crazy damage because they're multiply gems, or you can run the pyro build with him. You can spam the board with green gems to break shields. There is utility in different characters, so you want to look at that and understand that. But definitely don't cheat yourself and don't cheat your faction out of points that could be going towards the faction contest by doing low level stages when you don't need to at all. Boss level 6, boss level 11, 16, 20, and sometimes from time to time, maybe 18 or 24. Those seem to be the sweet spot in boss battles. So that's the thing that you always want to keep in mind and you want to consider. And I mean, well, that's sad that someone left, but in the end of the day, patience is a virtue. This is one of those times where we look at and see. Shout out to the Broski King. King hopped in. Man, I've been trying to dethrone King for the longest time, man. This dude, every time I think that I'm going to beat this dude in faction feud, he comes back and he's even worse than before. But I love it. I love friendly, healthy competition. And this is one of those times where, I could go into Discord, but boom, right when I was about to go in, it was ready. So you know what? We're about to have some fun. And it's always cool. I always enjoy the moments when you get teamed up with people that you may like look, everyone's different. Some people are socialites within the faction. Others not so much. But when you get those opportunities to team up with people that you wouldn't expect to team up with, that's always fun. Whether it's someone that's a high-level roster, whether it's someone who's a heavy hitter of the squad, whether it's someone who's always like motivating and inspirational, giving guidance to people, or it's someone that's some new blood. It's always cool to make a connection with someone within your faction fam. And one thing I can say is that WWE Champions gives that to you in spades when it pertains to faction feuds, flash feuds, and now, of course, boss battles. This is great. Like, this is a time and opportunity where people can mesh up and make, like, their own Elite Four, in a sense. There's been plenty of times where I've teamed up with so many family members in this faction, and it was just epic. Like, being able to just team up with people I didn't think would hop in the queue with me. And then we're like, hey, want to do something cool? Yeah, I'm with it. I remember one time, like, it was epic to have a run where, like, all of us were able to recruit Final Boss, and we were able to get him early, and we all just wrecked shop with him. We just all wrecked shop with him, running the botch gem build, running the triple yellows. It was just an epic moment. Just to see everybody like, hey, congrats! So everyone's in the bragging servers like, congratulations, man, you got him, and now finally we get to unite and take down the boss as the final boss. So it's always a good moment and an opportunity to just make connections, make friends. I mean, we can be faction mates, we can also be friends, we can be brothers and sisters in arms, we can have a great time. And it appears that my game has frozen out on me, unfortunately. But you know what? I did what I wanted to anyway. When it comes to WWE Champions, it's a time-consuming thing, but I'm grateful that I was able to. Oh, never mind. I just had to click backwards. I'm just grateful that there's one dude that always comes through with the shenanigans. He'll always hit me up, and he'll just be saying some stuff like he never asks nicely. You know what I mean? But he'll be like, he gives me ideas for content too, so I can't argue with it. He'll be like, hey, that was cool. That was a cool rant video of yours. Or, hey, that was some cool little tour shenanigans. But how about you do a feud video? How about you do this or do that? And I'm like sitting there like, I want to, but I don't know about it. And then next thing you know, I'm thinking like, hey, I mean, it is something interesting that I haven't done. So what does that guy do? He gets me comfortable being uncomfortable by putting myself in uncomfortable situations for your entertainment. And you know what? I'm grateful for it. It works out. It's really cool because you know what? I'm not that guy. I always seek wisdom. I always seek knowledge. I'm grateful to do that. You know, if you're the smartest man in the room or woman in the room, that is a problem. That is just a God honest truth. But on the other side, it never hurts to learn more. It never hurts to explore the unknown. And that's the thing that I've been grateful to do this go around with doing content, doing the tours, like having my channel act as a time capsule of WWE Champions. I missed out on a lot, but I can make up for it while I'm still playing. And just embody, encapsulate what went down, what was going on during that period, during that time, right? And now you see, like, we got a click that's now clicking, like we're getting in and out, we're getting in and out. Doesn't mean it's going to last forever, but while we have the opportunity to knock out these requirements, why not knock out these requirements for our faction fam? Striker Drew's a rare character, just like Vader Time is the Mastodon is a rare character. So why not just use them and put the best foot forward and knock things out? And this is one of those times where you're seeing it on video. Yes, I am using props. That it is what it is. I can only do so many things on my own. And sometimes, sad to say, we're not fully loaded up. We got to go ahead and reach out. But we're doing some insane damage and we're getting in and out. So what I wouldn't be able to do, one of the other broskies is able to do. Pick up where the other one leaves off. It's very dangerous that Drew's running around with that sword. But it is pretty cool. Like, I always like this boss battle victory animation at the end. Because you can have some real cool like combinations in the ring. Like there was one time where I believe it was my Vader, it was another broski's I think my broski cool guy, his great Muda was in the ring. We had a final boss in the ring. Like some of these victory animations look so dope. like you can't deny that it didn't look cool. 5-second pose, and everyone benefits from it. Everybody benefits. There's some people that you get a hot hand, so to speak. So while we're knocking out these 11s with Drew, there's someone else knocking out 16s with the Tex. Someone's knocking out 20s with Julius and Cody. My boy Snowman Bro got Powerhouse Cody, and he's come through and helped us out. So that's the benefit of it. You always want to have some props on hand because sometimes the board is going to be the board. It's not going to drop what you need. So it's never hurts in certain content to do it. Same applies with the feud. You know what I mean? What's a blue show of heart prop going on? If you're running Julius, it's not the end of the world. I just always try my best not to use props during tours on video, but that I'm not taking away from using props. It's just for certain content I like to prove that you can beat it. Depending on who you're using, you can beat it without props, and that's something fun within itself. But even then, just looking at this, like these combinations, as long as people are able to do something and you know what you're contributing, do what you need. But I also strongly do feel, and this isn't a knock. It's just me just looking at things. If everything was perfect, even people would get bored of perfection, right? I love seeing people contribute. I also like seeing people, investing their time in the right place. But then I also have to sit back, and that part of me is like, you know what? It's still a game. Have fun. The people are doing what they're doing. They're running who they're running. They're doing something for the faction. Take it. Take that as a dub. Don't be bitter. Don't be sour about it. Let the people play how they play. And you know what? As long as they're having fun and they're enjoying it the same way that I am, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. And participation is key. So it's always cool to see that. And wow, we are milking these people right now. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't even know. Ever since King got in here, I don't know if it's Wes Lee doing this. Somebody's Wi-Fi is over 9,000 right now because we're just getting in it. Yep. It's King. I saw it. Yeah, he putting up damage before I could get a chance to put up damage. But this is one of those reasons, y'all. If you got Wes Lee or you got certain free-to-play characters, you should take them up. But nonetheless, that is the video. I mean, again, before I get out of here, make sure that you're on the same page with people that are in the the same time zone as you, or at least people that are willing to commit to the grind with you. Communication is key via Discord or the Boss Battle chat. Make sure that you have Boss Breaker abilities equipped and leveled up before you hop into the queue. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is, knock out all the bonus characters first. Get those requirements out of the way. That is highly essential to coming out on top and getting everything done for everyone so it benefits everybody before You know, knock out your priorities. Priorities before pleasure. Take care of business for the faction fam before you start doing, some off the wall shenanigans, going rogue with some of the gameplay and variants. And the most important rule of it all is, in the end, have fun. Think about all the different matchups, the history that you're making, the rapport that you're building up with your faction mates, the relationships that are being strengthened or reinforced or blooming and blossoming because of the opportunity that this content in WWE Champions presents. That's something that you really want to look into and be grateful for. And I'm glad that actually dropped. It's still a game at the end of the day. Play it how you want to play it, as long as it's fun to you. Like I said, play responsibly. You wouldn't want to bring a knife to a gunfight, right? So, depending on what the content, I'm sick and tired of you taking my damage before I can do something. King. You come on, man. Let me land something at least. Come on, let me do something to him real quick. Just say save me. Don't you dare. Don't dare. Yeah, let me do something. Let me hold something, King. Jeez, there could be more than one king in this faction. Good grief, man. Have fun. Have fun, enjoy it, and cherish it. Be grateful for the opportunities that we get to play with these people, I will always like these victory things, because again, you get the right squad of people in there, it's wild. Like, imagine people running all the same character, or running a bunch of zombies, or S+ tier characters. It's always fun to see. It's always fun to experience. And he still got over on me. Okay, King, you making this personal, okay? But nonetheless, hey yo. Hard work pays off. Dreams come true. Bad times don't last, but champions do. Mad love and respect to each and every single one of you, my beloved Champions fam. Like the video, share the video, but most importantly of all, stay in tune with what's coming up next from yours truly by simply dropping a people's elbow on the subscribe button, as well as hitting a razor's edge on the bell icon to receive all future notifications from this channel, and yours truly, the one and only true bad guy of WWE Champion, Zeke 4-0. The most electrifying content creator in WWE Champions Entertainment. I love you all. I respect you all. I'm praying for you all tenfold. Let the good times roll. Until next time, y'all, stay tuned. Thank you so much for your love and support. I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.